that you're doing on purpose. Sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you. Pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
Everyone's fourth favorite Suel. Here's Jason.
Yes, welcome everybody. Later with Jason Suel. So glad you are tuned in on your Saturday night. So glad to have you along for the ride. Things look a little bit different today. My usual co-host Bo Counts not able to be here. He's got the night off, so my lovely wife Jill is joining me.
Hello.
Hello. How's
Hi.
it going?
Great.
Good. So hey, it's holiday. Like we've got Thanksgiving's coming up. We've got Christmas coming up.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about real briefly Thanksgiving traditions in your family because you do something really interesting called the Super Brad.
Yeah.
Can you explain for our audience?
That's your favorite tradition.
It is. I love it. Explain the Super Brad.
Okay. Well, a few years ago, my brother, there was a big storm. He lives in Florida in St. Augustine, and there was lightning, and there was a big crash, and he just suspected something or whatever. So he went outside and was looking around, and he saw that the lightning had struck their neighbor's house.
Yeah.
And the house had started on fire.
Oh no.
And so he ran over there and helped them. I mean, it wasn't like a devastating fire or anything. It ended up just fine. But then we made it into he was a big hero.
Right, of course,
and
a
so
superhero.
we did this big
yes.
celebration thing for him at Thanksgiving where we all made stuff like trophies and T-shirts and Super Brad things.
Yes, and there's a run now that happens annually to commemorate the the distance that
Weirdly,
he went.
yes, simultaneously we're also a competitive bunch, and so there was this conversation that was like, I can run a mile faster than you. And so all of us changed into our running clothes, went outside, and ran a 1 mile race that happens every year now, and we call it the Super Brad.
Yes, I know. I love it. I
Kids have done
participated
it.
in Super Brad a couple times.
You've done it. I mean, we all have done it. I think Felix would win now.
He is a super fast dude.
Yeah.
He certainly is.
But Connor Holcomb is the reigning champion of the Super Brad.
Connor Holcomb, reigning champion. I'm gonna get him one day. One day, Connor. Look out. But yeah, we got that to look forward to again this year.
Yep.
Something else I'm really excited about, looking forward to right now, is that we have a brand new band, Later with Jason Suel band, in the studio. Say hello to Jesse, Asher, and Leo joining us over here. Guys, thank you so much. And also, here's a question. How did you come together? How did this kind of confluence of amazing musicians come to be?
Oh, yeah. So Jesse and I, we actually met in undergrad back at John Brown, and we've been playing about a decade now.
Wow.
Playing together. Right? Yeah.
All right, well, don't mess it up. That's a lot of history. You've set yourself up.
Yeah. But so we've been doing all kinds of shows around the area, around the country. And then I heard Leo, he was actually playing guitar on a bachata gig.
Wow.
Yeah, with another band, and I knew that he had also been a drummer. So I was like, you're pretty dope on that guitar. Why don't we jam and see what else we can do? And
so you play guitar also. Are all of you multi-instrumentalists?
Yeah.
Wow. We are so lucky to have you guys here, and you sound great. So if for anything, you're going to want to stick around to hear what this band jams out to in this show. But we do have a great lineup for you right now. Let me tell you what's happening on tonight's show. We've got Amber Carnish in studio. Amber has her own television show. We're kind of extending our handshake across the aisle, shaking hands with another TV show that's produced here at Fayetteville Public Television. It's called Real Women, and I can't wait to talk to her in a little bit. We also have the music of Big Piff. Of course, it's a big celebratory time in a lot of folks' homes. And so he's got a music video for us called Celebrate. Can't express enough gratitude for our friends at Lens Audio for providing that. And then down at our chef's table, we're welcoming back to the show the one, the only Chef Matt Cooper. Chef, what are you going to throw together for us on the chef's table over there?
Hey, we're going to make a great fall apple salad today.
Oh, man. Fall apples, harvest time, and it'd be a healthy option maybe for Thanksgiving as well. I can't wait for that.
Healthy.
Yeah.
I love it. I love fall salad.
Well, if
Can't wait to try it.
If you're going to run a Super Brad, you got to get your health game
That's
up,
true.
right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so stay with us. We got all that fun happening later. Yeah, like that jam.
just happy to be here and be watching movies with people again, feeling everything with people again. It's a good little gift.
I can't believe we spilled. We're gonna need paper towels. Bo! Bo! Ah! We spilled more stuff. How did this happen? Oh, they're props.
Remember, get it at Sam's and tell them Jason sent ya.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Later with Jason Suel. So glad you're tuned in. We've got Amber Carnish joining us on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me and my lovely wife Jill filling in for Bo Counts tonight. So great to see you, Amber.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So for our audience who doesn't know, you have your own television show. It's been going really well. It's called Real Women.
Yes, that's
Kind of
correct.
give us a description of what the show's about.
So basically, it's just a place. I wanted to create it as a safe space for women in film to talk about projects that they've done,
Sure.
being a woman in the film industry. So it's just me interviewing filmmakers around Arkansas.
Yeah, is it strictly filmmakers, or do you also have actors on the program?
Yes. So anybody in the film industry is welcome. We've had costume designers, hair and makeup, cinematographers, directors, and actors as well.
Yeah. And you're a recent graduate from the University of Arkansas. When did you know that this project is something that you wanted to tackle, to produce, to create?
I think I've always kind of wanted, like, I think I've always known that I've wanted to do this because growing up, I never really had, like, a lot of female filmmakers to look up to. So
Right.
I kind of always knew that something needed to be done and
Sure.
there was a need for a show like this. So I've kind of always known, and being in the film industry, I'm like, well, it makes sense to create the change myself if I want it done.
Yeah, I love that attitude. And you're right that representation matters. You want to see someone like you doing the work that you want to do. Jill, I'm curious for you. Was there ever a time in your childhood where you wanted to produce or create television?
Yes. Sure, of course. I interned at a TV station when I was in high school. It was like a news station, really, so it was news oriented. But I mean, you know, we got the camcorder as a family. We used to make all kinds of videos and stuff too. I mean, so yeah, for fun. I mean, I never thought about doing it professionally, but I totally understand being a woman in the entertainment industry, needing to hear from women. It's important.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about that, dive a little deeper. Who are some of the guests that you've had on the show so far?
So I've had Paula Blanco, who used to work at FPTV.
Right,
She
yeah,
used
of
to be
course.
the education director. So we talked about her directing and how she's a cinematographer. We've also had Samantha Lewandowski, who is a recent high school graduate, and she is just really incredible. She wants to be a producer, so hearing from that side of things was really awesome. We've also had Kaylee Searcy, who's a student at JBU, incredible cinematographer. I've also had Joy Conley, who does everything.
Everything.
She is a costumer, she does hair and makeup, and she's also an actress. So she's really talented. We've also had Marissa Colbreth,
Yes,
who is
I
an
love her.
actress, and she's so great. Her
Yes,
energy was just amazing.
I know, I've seen her on film, also seen her on the stage at Arkansas Public Theater in Rogers. She does a great job. What's something that you've learned from doing this show so far from those folks that you've chatted with?
I think just how passionate other people especially other women in the film industry are. And it's just really inspiring for me as a filmmaker to see all of these other people that are so passionate.
So with any creative project, there's kind of a trajectory, right, where you want to see this go. So what's the goal for you? Where would you like to see this show next year, next season, the year after that? Where's it going?
That's a really good question. Right now I'm focused on just Arkansas filmmakers because there's so much talent throughout Arkansas in the film industry. Pretty much all of the people I interviewed for season 1 have been Northwest Arkansas, so it would be cool to travel to Little Rock because there's a lot of talent there too, or just other places in Arkansas to talk to those women filmmakers.
So kind of to expand that, right? Now, kind of flipping that point, Jill, I have a question for you. So Walton Art Center, I know recently we were able to visit with the folks in the Joy Pratt Markham Gallery about a show called Our Art, Our Region, Our Time. So whereas the Walton Art Center has had this big kind of national and international focus, recently you've brought it down to the local level, right? So can you tell us a little bit about that transition?
Well, yeah, because of the pandemic situation, I think that, you know, we really connected with local artists and had them on our stage, in our lobby doing performances, you know, doing smaller things during that time. And we were like, we want to keep this up. Like, this is really great. There's so much here. I mean, our schedule is busy all the time, and we have a mix of all kinds of art and people from everywhere. A lot of Arkansans perform at Walton Art Center. But anyway, yeah, it definitely was something that really we felt passionate about too. In the same way, I think just highlighting that the arts are a career path. Even, you know, in Arkansas, you don't have to move to LA or whatever. And so I think it's really cool that Amber, that you're doing that too.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. And the last question here for our viewers who want to see the show, how is that? Where is it? Where can they find it?
All of season 1 has ran, and it's all on the Fayetteville Public Television YouTube.
Okay.
But when new episodes do premiere, it's going to show on Cox 218, ATT Uverse 99, Ozarks Go 44, and then also the YouTube Live.
So many opportunities for you, Northwest Arkansas, to find real women out there. Amber, thank you so much for taking the time to visit with us.
Thank you for having me.
I love the show, and I can't wait to see where it goes.
Thank you so much.
Stay with us. We do have more later with Jason Suel coming up right after this.
Our musical guest brought to you by Walton Art Center. Walton Art Center, presenting the West Street Live series.
Yes, sir. Big Duff, Fox Trail Distillery. I guess it's time for a celebration. It's been time. It's been time. Let's have a good time with it. Look. I said this right here, what you thought it was, unless you thought it was that real. About to up and clown for the whole year. Heard they talking down, shed no tear. Heard they got a problem cause they followers, they probably over there scared. I ain't got no problem cause it's bottoms up. Look around and I'm still here, I celebrate. I celebrate, I celebrate, look, I celebrate. I celebrate, I celebrate, one time, I celebrate. Celebrate what a brother done. Celebrate what we about to come from. Celebrate those that love to hate, mug upon their face. But they ain't about no. I celebrate. Black man, you the gas can. All facts, I've been thinking you should clap hands. Boy, got that nerve when I block that curve. Gotta serve, but I'm working on my backhand. Fell once, bounce back with the passion. Fell twice, on my hate, ain't no last chance. Fell 3 times, no, they remembering your flaws. Steady coming in your present with that past tense. Look, you ain't really ever got it like me. I'm getting that good night's sleep. Trigger might be the mighty, no 9-3. Know these bars sometimes do confine me. I write heat, cause I ain't tripping on my last step. Go hard till I'm sipping on my last breath. Cause I don't got him on guard till that reaper gon' call. Till then, tell that boy back. Look, this right here, what you thought it was, unless you thought it was that real. About to up and clown for the whole year. Heard they talking down, shed no tear. Heard they got a problem cause they followers, they probably over there scared. I ain't got no problem cause it's bottoms up. Look around and I'm still here, I celebrate. I celebrate, I celebrate, I celebrate, I celebrate, I celebrate, I celebrate, I celebrate. Celebrate what a brother done. Celebrate what we about to come from. Celebrate those that love to hate, mug upon their face. But they ain't about no. I said now. Oh, I don't know why I feel so good. I said now. Oh, I got my squad. I wish you would. I said now. Oh, I make my hey, look. I just woke up. I got my cup. If you walk up, boys, you better celebrate. First verse was all me, cause all he saw was evolve from mobbing over dope beats. Don't speak cause of reason he peaks is cause peace go hard is causing him to gain reach. Can't speak on all who's involved cause y'all we keep it raw so we never use a plan B. My point of view's deep, I know that pews get. We Alpha to Omega like we knew Greeks. Step show when we blessing this hoe, the world's ours and we still got seconds to blow. Flex power when we still got lessons to show. Vex style do we feel like stressing you know. So we be on that cool tip. So you call like new number who this? Said my life's too real for you to move kill. Go and post a meme how you feel cuz this right here what you thought it was. Unless you thought it was that real. About to up a clown for the whole year. Heard it talking down, shed no tear. Heard they got a problem cuz they followers. They probably over there scared. I ain't got no problem cuz his bottom's up. Look around and I'm still here. I celebrate. 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 Celebrate what a brother done. Celebrate what we about to come from. Celebrate those that love to hate mug upon their face, but they ain't about none. I celebrate.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We got Chef Matthew Cooper down here at the chef's table. So glad to have you back in studio.
Thanks, good to be back.
Yeah, last time we were chatting with you was over Zoom, I think, and this is so different because you actually brought the food.
Actually bought stuff this time and brought it.
Food, fruit, all of this.
All of this.
Jason,
it's
the
not that
expert.
much.
I know the expert. I don't know. This is
Simplicity is best.
kind of mustard goo. Some I don't know what those are. Pickled something, pumpkin seeds.
So we have a date vinaigrette. So we've got a beautiful fall salad that we're going to make today.
Great, okay.
It's got these amazing Mount Rose apples that come from Oregon, where I'm also from. That's they're once a year. The season's really limited, so we're really excited when that happens. So you know.
Do you try to get as many as you can?
Yeah, absolutely. People fight over them, and you're like, no, you get your pre-orders in and stuff like that, and then they fade out really great. So we'll show you what's cool about those in a second. But we made a really good date vinaigrette.
Okay.
So dates, mustard, champagne vinegar, garlic shallots. Stuff like that. We've got some white mulberries, which are really good, have really good nutrients in them, also really delicious.
I ate one in the break. Delicious.
Yeah,
they are
so
delicious.
good. Pickled onions, because who doesn't like pickled onions? Pepitas or pumpkin seeds, and some feta for some saltiness. So we're gonna get kind of right into there.
Yeah, let's start.
But what's so super cool
you
about
also brought
these,
like your own set of Ginsu knives or something.
One.
Yeah. So this is my big knife. You always got. You never know when you're gonna need it.
Yeah, that's not a knife. This is a knife.
And this is the nice little folding I can take with me, chef's knife. But what's really cool about these apples isn't that cool?
You gotta see that.
So it's a cross between a Japanese tart apple and an heirloom Fuji. And what's really, I love apples. When I lived in Oregon, it was just like so, apple season was such a great time of year.
Yeah, look how beautiful
and
those
people
are.
really just talked about them all the time. So yeah, go for it. Go ahead and try one. So I like making everything kind of like these nice little shapes and things like that, which is kind of an oblique, keep them the same size. You know, but
I'm learning something as I go. How to make a salad fun? You just cut the apples up into different
you just cut them
portions.
into different size portions. It keeps them the same size,
Yeah.
right? But what's really great about these is they're tart. Everybody loves apples. There's amazing apples growing right now. A&A Farms has got amazing apples coming in right now, so you can go there. You might be able to get some of these online if you can find them. Mount Rose apples. They're really good to try if you haven't tried them.
Beautiful in your salad too.
Yeah.
In addition to tasting.
Yeah. So and then we always think about what's going to go into our salads and as far as from a balance. So this is mostly an apple salad. So we're just going to take a little bit of mixed greens, and you could use like a bitter green or an arugula. But you want to kind of keep the apples as the star here. So you got a little bit of the vinaigrette. We're just going to mix that around.
So this is a great option.
I should try this technique. Just put on a rubber glove and do it with your hand?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, tongs? Why do you want to do that?
Yeah.
No.
That's too much work. You're adding a whole other
I used
thing
to always
into
have
it.
all these different, I got gloves all the time. That's
Nice.
great. I don't like my hands dirty. It's weird.
Tong to tong, tong,
Right.
tong.
Right?
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh.
Who needs those?
You know, and super easy. And then we're gonna, when we come back, we're gonna top this off, make it really beautiful. This
Okay.
is great for a salad for Thanksgiving
Yes.
as well.
Right.
Really hearty, sweet, all the things that you think about for
Right.
Thanksgiving. Lots of apples, you know, and it's just a great fall salad.
Man, and Chef, I've got to ask you, what's next? Okay, we're highly anticipating you to do something here in Northwest
Yeah.
Arkansas again. What's on the horizon?
No pressure.
So we're building, the restaurant's being built right now. It's going to be downtown Bentonville. It'll be 100% gluten-free. It'll cater to all dietary restrictions. We're really excited. It's a small space. It's going to be in the Howard building that's being built right now,
yeah.
right across from the courthouse
Beautiful,
downtown.
yes.
So it'll be kind of the first thing that you see coming in. It's a culmination of a lot of ideas and passions that I have about bringing the community together and really reinforcing that, like, taking care of everyone really brings us all and evolves us all together. It's been a rough 17 months,
Oh my
right?
gosh,
Or
hasn't
however
it?
long.
Yes.
And it's really, brought a lot of us back to what really matters.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
And that's the community
All
and
right.
like pouring our hearts back into it.
Absolutely.
So we're really excited about it. Be looking for it after the first of the year. Check out social media like @CooperChef, and I'll be posting that pretty soon, and you can catch up and then all the fun.
And then we'll see you at the
And then we'll
restaurant.
be there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I can't wait to try this. We're going to put it together, and
Yeah.
then we're going to get a chance to try it after the
Yeah.
break, folks. So stick around. We got all the fun happening later. Yes! Thanks for tuning in later with Jason Suel. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms. You can see previous content from the show over on our YouTube channel. You can even send us an email at laterwithjasonsuel.com. And before we leave this episode, we've got to thank our guests. And I also want to thank our brand new amazing band. Well done, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, we had Amber Carnish on the show talking all things real women.
And Chef Matt Cooper, who made us a salad and taught us about Mount Rose apples.
Oh my gosh, they look so delicious. And of course, that music video by Big Piff. That's our show. We'll see you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
Let's eat this salad.